Welcome to the vault, everybody. I'm here with Munfu. Munfu and I are going to dive into a little product called Stankeez. And I'll tell you guys, sometimes the best things are simple. And Andre, I think you're going to attest to this as we go through this. This is a simple product, but I haven't used it myself. You have.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the things that come out of your mouth. And you told me this is a product you stand by. So let's go through this, right? Do you mind driving and kind of taking us through this? That would be great. I'd love to kind of take it in, and I've never used it, so maybe you can show me how to deal with this product.
Absolutely. So Stankeez, it's a dope product, man. It's real simple design. You know what I mean? It's just a strip. A lot of people, I sweat a lot, honestly, and with hats, especially wearing masks. Because you know what I mean, you're just blowing all the hot sweat right up top, and you start to sweat. And the thing is, sometimes you get like a sweat ring and stuff if you sweat too much. Now, main purpose is definitely that. Now, obviously, right now, a lot of people have been dropping with white sweatbands. Personally, I like white sweatbands.
There's been a resurgence, right? I mean, white sweatbands, there's been a huge resurgence in those lately.
Absolutely. They're classic. You know what I mean? But the thing about them, they obviously don't last the same way a black sweatband does, in the sense of the way it looks. Clearly, you wear it a few times, it's going to get a little dirty. It's just natural. But the point of the Stanky is essentially a barrier between your hat and that, and it works real well. Honestly, it's probably the best thing you can do, and it makes the most sense for that cause, because it preserves that. I see a lot of the different ones with like the thinner pads and stuff that they just put on the beginning of the. But the thing is that material is kind of hot. Like it's kind of like a material where it almost kind of makes you more hot. But with this, it's kind of like a neoprene type feel. So
and it's anti-microbial. So this doesn't really absorb like all that kind of junk.
Correct.
It's hand washable, right? Yeah. So it means you can reuse this thing.
Yeah.
There's just so many benefits to this, and the material feels really comfortable. It feels almost like those soft white sweatbands.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy because when I do sweat, even if I feel it, I can legitimately, it dries your forehead. Like if you've ever wiped your face with a microfiber towel when you're hot, you instantly like your face is dry. And that's kind of like, the technology behind this, it doesn't let you hit that barrier of sweat to your hat. It hits this first.
And you don't want to look like one of those people, man, that's walking around with like that salty ass wet, that sweat stain across here.
Yeah, like you've been playing baseball and shit.
Yeah, but listen, dude, like these hats cost like $50 a pop now. Like, I mean, something like this that you can just wash over and over again and throw in there and preserve your cap. Why not?
Right.
Why not? And definitely. before we get into actually how to put it into the hat, talking about like saving money, right? And how expensive hats are. You told me about one other great benefit of this, right? That's benefited you of late. What's that?
Now we all know sizing can be inconsistent with you. That's one of the most probably frustrating things about fitteds, is because I got 6 hats today in the mail, and legitimately not one of them fit. Not one.
Yeah.
And when I say didn't fit to the point where I couldn't wear them, but this is one of the things that I felt and I found is the best for sizing possible. The one thing I'll say about
no liquid needed.
No liquid needed. You don't mess with the integrity of the hat. You don't have to go and buy a bunch of different things because I have a million different ways I shrink it. It depends on the hat. But with this, probably the easiest universal thing you could possibly do. Now we're going to demonstrate, I guess, how to put it on.
Go slow for me. I'm a little slow. So you gotta,
I'm going to show you guys before we even do this demonstration. I just got my watermelon pre-order in today. Now this hat came, look at how big this hat is. I can pull this hat down over my eyebrows. This is a 7 5/8. I wear 7 5/8, but this hat came like a 3/4. So if I wanted to tuck my ears in this hat, I could tuck my ears in this hat.
That's not a good look for you.
Not at all. I don't get it like that. But I can. It's not terribly big, but it's big enough where it's kind of uncomfortable where it hits my ears. But now we can go through how to put this in.
So,
all right.
Now I asked you to go slow for me, man. I'm a little slow. I'm a little slow on the uptake.
I got you. So you're gonna want to put this in.
Yeah.
You're gonna put this in to the perforated part into the band of the hat.
Okay.
Right? Stankeez is going to be facing you. You're going to want to put it in, and then you're going to want to fold it over.
Got it.
And this right now, I'm telling you right now, this single-handedly saved this hat, because without this, I wouldn't be able to wear this hat. I mean, I could probably get away with it. You know, I could do my different methods, but you throw the Stanky in there.
Oh yeah. Look at that, how easy that was.
Yep. It just snaps right in. You can't see it or anything.
Nope.
But now look at this hat.
And it actually feels, dude, honestly, it actually feels softer than the sweatband that's in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And this hat, bro, this is amongst hat. Like, I had to literally size down to 7.5 because I've been getting hats that are so big. And now I will say, obviously, the one thing about this is that's something to take into consideration, obviously, using. You know, it does kind of add a little bit of size in there. So if your hat's already kind of tight, it might not be the most comfortable thing for you. But for anything that's just a little bit too big, or like a size too big where you needed to order a size up because they didn't have it, it doesn't get better than that. It doesn't, like, this hat fits I can't even, you know what I mean? Like, this,
it's the way to go, man. This is a good product, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.
You can tell it's quality.
It is. And the thing is that I have one, and I've been using it in, I got maybe 5 hats that are just too big. Yeah. And I just easily rotate it in and out, you know, boop, boop, throw it in there, fits perfect for the size. And like I said, big preventative measure when it comes to the sweat and stuff like that. It's just huge.
Yeah, and it comes in different colors too. It's not that you're going to notice these colors, you know, as much because they're on the inside of the hat, but you know, they come in different colors. It's branded really well. It's got a really cool logo. That's a cool logo, you know. But more importantly, the product is good.
It is. I'm really surprised that this isn't something that a lot of companies, you know, haven't picked up already. And I believe it is something that people probably will, because it's just a huge preventative measure thing. Like,
this is something that you should have right along your hat brush. All of these really key things you have to make your hat stretcher, all of this goes with it.
Yep.
And so you recommend, right? I mean,
absolutely, 100%.
So
and
listen,
I'm not saying that for anything else. I 100% have used this for days now, like days. I keep swapping it out, and it's worthwhile. It's worth.
Have you washed it at all yet or no?
No, I haven't. I haven't really sweated too much, like wearing it, so I didn't feel like I needed to. I smelled it though, and it didn't stink, so I was like,
well, it's like it's supposed to be odor repellent too.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. So you recommend? I think the product, it feels like a quality product. It feels nice and soft. It was easy to put into the hat. I mean, I don't know what more to ask for. I will say this though, before I hand it off to you to kind of take us away, Munfu, is I would also look at our hat stretching video. So if you're someone, let's talk about this a little bit, right? If the hat's too big, you've got this, right? But let's say you want to use this and your hat's a little bit snug, and this is going to make it too snug. Go take a look at our hat stretching video. It's very simple. Stretch your hat if this is a product that you need. Absolutely. Because if you need to keep, you know, if you're someone that sweats and wears a hat a lot, it's probably better off stretching it a little bit and using this product.
Yeah.
Now you won't have to do that if you have a hat that's a little bit too big. Problem solved. But this is useful, and it can be part of your everyday hat routine.
Yep, absolutely. I think so too. It's one of those accessories I feel like you guys definitely should get, because everybody gets, you know, the white sweatband they don't like, or they get the one that is just a little bit too big.
Dude, even black sweatbands. Oh yeah, because you can get it almost gets white sometimes.
Oh, if you're because you know. Especially if it's like a hat that you really, because I got a couple of hats that, like, when I'm going to the store or something, I just throw that on. You know what I mean? But you know, those get a little bit wear, get a little bit more dusty, stuff like that. But I don't know. It's definitely one of those things that I'm like, wow, yeah, no, everybody should have this. Everybody, like you said, like the brushing stuff. It's easy. It's
part of your kind of your hat maintenance kit, right?
Absolutely, 100%, bro.
Well, Munfu, thank you.
Yes, sir.
You're an expert in taking us away. because you have your own dominant YouTube channel. So I'd love it if you took us away today. Is that okay?
Yeah, yep, absolutely, man. Listen, guys, go check out Stankeez if you haven't. Like I said, it's got multi-purpose uses, but it's definitely dope. I think you guys will like it. Drop a like on the video. It's important. More people see it. It's free. When you guys comment, more people see the video. It's free. That's it, man. Views from the vault. It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you guys. Take care.
See you, everybody.